at some of those epic wipeouts, I think Heino and I share a very similar role in our respective programs. Now, you can see this beautiful ocean behind me, and with the amount of strain that is currently being put on it, and more importantly, its inhabitants, it's become absolutely vital that we are responsible in the way that we eat, and moreover, the way that we shop as consumers, because we send a powerful message. Woolies are making it a lot easier, though, with their responsibly sourced Woolies branded canned tuna that is responsibly fished and taken from renewable, sustainable fish stocks in the Maldives. So let's go on a little island adventure.
Woolworths has been on this Fishing for the Future journey for the last 8 years, ensuring we source seafood and fish responsibly.
Surrounded with 99% of water is Maldives. Our livelihood, our food and everything comes from the ocean. Fish is in our blood. We've been famous for pole and line fishing for hundreds and hundreds of years.
The biggest challenge in terms of finding tuna that is certified by the Marine Stewardship Council was that only 16% of the global catches is certified by the Marine Stewardship Council. The Maldives has always been fishing tuna using traditional methods such as pole and line, and they have been set globally as the international standard in terms of certification with the Marine Stewardship Council.
The method is very, very sustainable.
The hook is barbless, so we will catch only one tuna at a moment.
It has very minimum impact to the environment, so you will have no bycatch such as sea turtles or sharks or any other marine animal other than tuna.
Normally, the fishermen catches skipjack tuna.
We use the skipjack species because of its quality for canning, as well as the fact that it is a high migrating, fast growing species. So it is a good selection in terms of ensuring sustainable stocks. So the pole and line catch method has a lot of benefits from a socio-economical point of view. It does create a lot of jobs for the fishing communities.
For the well-being of the people, especially in the outer islands, fishing is very, very important.
They have a very good income with it. When I interact with the fishermen, they always say that they are very proud to be a fisherman.
Without people like South Africans and Woolworths supporting these initiatives, it will be very difficult for us alone to drive this sustainability agenda. So we are very happy that it is going to the shores of Africa.
I love the smell of the ocean. I love the marine life, and that's why it's important to ensure that we keep our oceans unharmed.
What an absolutely beautiful and enlightening journey, and what an amazing place. I've been there. It's made me miss it big time. Well, today we are joined by Justin Smith, who we know well on the show. He's the Woolworths Group Head of Sustainability, and Gay Cicero, Woolworths Grocery Technologist, who has, of course, just come back from documenting this awesome initiative in the magical Maldives. Justin, Gay, welcome to the show. Thank you so much. I can see you were taken away there. Shane, are you missing the Maldives?
Yes, indeed.
What an adventure. I can't believe that Woolies have sent you there to get that involved. What was the journey like? Open up that adventure for us a little bit.
It was truly a phenomenal experience. I would say definitely one for the bucket list. The beautiful islands, the tropical weather, the culture. It was absolutely one for the books.
Of course, you had an important job there, and I'm going to mention the name skipjack tuna because it's becoming vital that we differentiate between the different species of tuna, massively fished across the ocean, but it needs to be sustainably done. So why is the Maldives the perfect place for this particular species?
So the Maldives was the first country in the Indian Ocean that got certified by the Marine Stewardship Council. So what that involves is it means that your tuna is traceable from the can all the way to the boat. and it also sets a lot of credible standards for sustainable fishing.
And one of the elements that certainly came out for me in that was the use of pole and line catch methods. You kind of envisage these massive drag nets in that kind of situation. Definitely not in that instance.
Yeah, no, it's quite a selective method. It takes a lot of skill and strength. I really took my hat off for the guys. I actually had a rod on my own, and it's extremely
See your body shaking. Just thinking about it.
Also, because it's so selective, it creates a lot of jobs in the Maldives. And tuna fisheries is currently the second biggest revenue. So it is quite something special for the Maldivians, and they have a passion for it. So from that aspect, also, it doesn't harm any other mammals like sea turtles or sharks or dolphins. So you basically only catch tuna.
What you're going to eat.
Yeah.
Well, I think it also sends a very powerful message that you can do it sustainably and make it commercially viable. And Justin's nodding his head there. We've spoken to you at length about farming for the future. Now we are fishing for the future. Break it down for us. What does this actually mean within the Woolies context?
Graham, it's our commitment that basically all the seafood that we sell within our store comes from a responsible source. And it's a lot more complicated than farming for the future because obviously fishing is from all over the world. We've got kind of wild-caught species from places like the Maldives and South Africa and everywhere else, as well as farm species. And some of the species that we sell we can't get in South Africa, like the skipjack tuna. So we've got to go and look for the most sustainable source all over the world and really make that choice for our customers. It's something we've been working on for a number of years, and we keep kind of making little steps forward. And I think this is actually a big step forward because canned tuna is such a kind of staple in all of our homes. So it's really important that we can offer our customers this more responsible choice.
Yeah, I think long before protein shakes, there was plain tuna. It's the original protein, I think. But there's a nice spin here for the customers as well. Not only do we get to feel more responsible, but there is an opportunity. And having looked at the Maldives, that looks amazing. And I understand that you guys are going to possibly be sending someone away to go and experience a little bit of that magic.
I'm feeling a bit odd out here because I'm the one who hasn't been to the Maldives on these catches.
And he's not eligible to
still
enter.
can't win for it, yeah. But you're right, we've got a really great competition for our customers where basically if you buy a can of the tuna that's now MSC certified from Woolworths and swipe your MySchool Woolworths card, you're eligible to win a 7-night luxury stay in the Maldives and really experience exactly where this tuna comes from. There's a really great cooking class that comes around with it as well. So it's an incredible experience, and hopefully it kind of links where our suppliers come from to our customers, and we can have the whole story sort of all put together.
I'm sorry, you haven't eaten tuna when you are, unless you have eaten tuna that's just come out of the water, been put on a braai on the beach. It is absolutely amazing, but that is beautiful. So we're going to keep pushing those competition details. Wonderful initiative, unbelievable journey. Thank you so much for going through all of that on our behalf. I know it was really, really tough. But Justin, Gay, thank you so much for joining us. Always awesome to have you on the show, Justin. So absolutely fantastic journey, but it also gives us an idea of how far Woolies are willing to go to keep those fishing sources sustainable. So keep an eye out for that MSC logo on all of your Woolworths branded canned tuna, and of course at your local Woolies, and you can support essential sustainability initiatives as well as win yourself a holiday to the Maldives. And if you want to get all of those details, visit woolworths.co.za/seafood for more details.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.